At her sister's wedding, my girlfriend caught the bouquet and said, "Don't get any ideas, I'm not ready to settle with someone like you." I was holding the ring box in my pocket, planning to propose that night. I replied, "Good to know where we stand." That night when she fell asleep, I put the empty ring box on the kitchen counter with a note that said, "Neither am I anymore," and left for good. Now she's blowing up my phone, and her sister texted me saying, she's been crying for 3 days straight asking what that empty box meant. Please call her back. You know that feeling when your whole world crumbles in a single moment? When everything you thought you knew about someone turns out to be a lie. Yeah, that's exactly what happened to me at Sarah's wedding. And let me tell you, what I did next changed everything. I'm talking about my girlfriend Emma. 3 years together, and I thought I knew her inside and out. Boy, was I wrong. So there I was, standing in the middle of this gorgeous outdoor wedding reception, watching Emma catch her sister's bouquet. The moment felt perfect, fairy lights twinkling overhead, everyone cheering, and Emma looking absolutely stunning in her emerald dress. I had the ring box burning a hole in my pocket, and my heart was practically beating out of my chest. This was it. This was my moment. But then Emma turned to face me, bouquet in hand, and said the words that would haunt me forever, "Don't get any ideas, I'm not ready to settle with someone like you." Someone like me. The entire reception seemed to freeze. I felt every eye on us, heard the uncomfortable silence that followed. My hand instinctively moved to the ring box in my pocket, the one containing a 2-carat diamond that had cost me 6 months of savings. "Good to know where we stand," I replied, somehow managing to keep my voice steady. But inside? Inside, I was dying. Have you ever had someone you love completely destroy you with just one sentence? Because that's what happened to me in that moment. 3 years of my life, 3 years of believing we were building something together, and she just crushed it all like it meant nothing. The rest of the reception was a blur. I smiled, I made small talk, I even danced with Emma when she pulled me onto the dance floor later. But something had changed in me. Something fundamental had shifted, and there was no going back. Emma acted like nothing had happened. She laughed with her friends, posed for photos, and even pulled me close during the slow songs. But every time she looked at me, all I could hear were those words echoing in my head, "Someone like you." What did that even mean? Someone like me, someone who loved her unconditionally? Someone who had spent 3 years being there for her through everything? Someone who was ready to commit his entire life to her? The drive home was torture. Emma chattered away about how beautiful the wedding was, how happy she was for her sister, how much fun she'd had. She didn't mention the bouquet incident once. Not once. "Did you have fun tonight?" she asked as we pulled into our apartment complex. "Sure," I lied. "Sarah looked absolutely gorgeous, didn't she? And did you see how emotional Mom got during the ceremony?" I swear, I almost started crying myself. I nodded along, but I wasn't really listening. I was thinking about the ring box in my pocket, about the proposal I'd planned so carefully, about how stupid I'd been to think Emma and I were on the same page. Back at the apartment, Emma went through her usual nighttime routine, removing her makeup, changing into pajamas, brushing her teeth. Normal couple stuff. Except nothing felt normal anymore. "I'm exhausted," she said, climbing into bed. "That was such a long day." "Yeah," I agreed, sitting on the edge of the bed. "Emma, about tonight." "Hmm?" she mumbled, already half asleep. "Never mind. Get some rest." Within minutes, she was fast asleep. And that's when I knew what I had to do. I sat there for a long time, just watching her sleep. She looked so peaceful, so innocent. But I couldn't stop thinking about her words, about the way she'd said them so casually, like my feelings didn't matter at all. You want to know what the worst part was? I realized this wasn't the first time she'd made comments like that. There were other moments, little things I'd brushed off or rationalized away. Comments about when I'm ready to settle down or if I ever get married, always phrased like I wasn't even part of the equation. I'd been blind. Completely, utterly blind. Quietly, I got up and walked to the kitchen. I pulled out the ring box and stared at it for a long moment. Then I opened it, took out the beautiful diamond ring, and slipped it into my wallet. The empty ring box sat on the kitchen counter like an accusation. I found a piece of paper and wrote a simple note, "Neither am I anymore." Then I packed a bag with essentials, clothes, toiletries, important documents. I moved like a ghost through our apartment, careful not to wake Emma. Every item I picked up felt like a memory, a piece of the life I'd thought we were building together. The photos on the dresser, our first vacation together, last Christmas morning, Emma's birthday dinner where she'd laughed so hard at my terrible jokes. I left them all behind. By 3 a.m., I was done. I took one last look at Emma, sleeping peacefully in our bed, completely unaware that her world was about to change forever. Part of me wanted to wake her up, to have one final conversation, to give her a chance to explain herself. But then I remembered her words again. The casual cruelty of them. The way she dismissed 3 years of our relationship like it was nothing. I left the apartment key on the counter next to the ring box and walked out the door. The next few days were a whirlwind. I stayed at my buddy Jake's place, sleeping on his couch and trying to figure out my next move. I'd already started looking for a new apartment, and I was lucky enough to find a decent place across town that I could move into immediately. Emma's first text came around noon the next day. "Where are you? Your key is gone." I didn't respond. Then, "What does this box mean? What's going on?" Still nothing from me. By evening, she was calling. I let every call go to voicemail, but I listened to them. Oh, I listened to every single one. "Please call me back. I don't understand what's happening. I found your note. What do you mean neither am I anymore? What's going on? I'm scared. Please just tell me you're okay."